Just as Einstein was compelled to go beyond Newton's observations in order to create the theory of special relativity, we must all work daily at testing the truth. This means that we must have faith in our own individual abilities to distinguish truth from myth. And that takes a large degree of courage, particularly when many of our contemporaries still strongly assert that we are committing an unpardonable sin.
I was talking to a friend who said, well, maybe you need to go visit the Unitarian Church the way you think. And I said, well, maybe I do. And so I said, I visited all the others, so maybe I should. And I came over and I found it to be much more in accordance with how I feel than what I traditionally had been a part of.
Each time we discover a new truth, we must modify our mistaken notions. Religion must change as humanity evolves. It always has. It always will. The fact that some people deny that change does not make it go away. At the Unitarian Universalist Church, you'll find a worship service that emphasizes the similarities between all religions. And you'll find a minister willing to reach beyond the traditional scriptures in search of a place where religion and science meet. For those of you who understand the Christian traditions in the Bible, there's a story there that illustrates really well the feeling that I had the first time I walked into that little church. It was sort of like Paul on the road to Damascus. He was confronted by a bolt of lightning. It was impossible for him to go back at that point to the old way of thinking. It's just as impossible for me to go back.
You might be you if you're currently going to church somewhere where you don't feel like your beliefs coincide with the beliefs of the people around you.
Sometimes truth has to give way to more powerful motivators. Have you ever felt like you believe something because you're compelled to believe it or because you're afraid not to believe it? Are you skeptical about televangelists who claim to be healing people? Do you wonder if the Bible is really more like poetry than history? Would it surprise you to know that you are not alone?
And if some of our paths include atheism, why would an atheist come to church?
It's time to stop now and